Rank 8 and 4th generation aircraft hit War Thunder with the next major patch, alongside a brand new premium which commands a premium penny, specifically nearly 70 US dollars or 70 euros to buy this new aircraft. So we're first going to look at the premium aircraft they're bringing in. Then maybe I'll make a few comments about the introduction of Rank 8 to the Air Tree. I am Old Dead Man, your host. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to War Thunder's website. So let's take a look at the A-6E TRAM Intruder. The A-6E TRAM Intruder is a late variant of the Grumman A-6 Intruder line of twin-jet all-weather attack aircraft. Operated solely by the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps, this variant hit carrier decks and airstrips starting in 1979 and ending in 1997. This aircraft was designed to replace the propeller-driven Douglas A-1 Skyraider in service, with the very first A-6 Intruder making its maiden flight in 1960. The airframe itself was modified into many variants, including an interdictor, an aerial tanker, and an electronic warfare version. The A-6 could carry nuclear weapons, which would be delivered using semi-automated toss bombing. Intruders were used in Vietnam, Lebanon, Libya, the Gulf War, Somalia, and Bosnia, basically every hotspot that could have existed during its time in use. In 1996, a Navy A-6E was towing a training target for the Japanese Navy air defense crews to shoot at, and the plane itself was engaged by a Japanese destroyer's Phalanx Sea Whiz, resulting in the destruction of the aircraft. No casualties, though. The A-6E TRAM Intruder was 54 feet 9 inches long, 16 feet 12 inches tall, 53-foot wingspan, and weighed in empty at 26,660 pounds. Hefty boy. The two Pratt & Whitney J52 P-8B turbojets produced 9,300 foot-pounds of thrust each for a top speed of 640 miles per hour at sea level. The aircraft could carry up to 18,000 pounds of total ordnance on 5 hardpoints in various combinations of rockets, missiles, bombs, mines, drop tanks, chaff and flare pods, and even baggage pods for when you need to carry more than your overnight bag and your toothbrush. The installed target recognition and attack multi-sensor, or TRAM, allowed for precision use of guided ordnance, including tracking moving targets, laser designating targets for laser-guided bombs, and even offset aim point, which allowed the intruder to designate a target based on a distance and bearing from a known target, allowing them to drop ordnance on precise targets the intruder couldn't paint on radar directly. It was crewed by a pilot and a weapons officer. In War Thunder, the A-6E TRAM Intruder will be a $70 Rank 7 premium aircraft added to the American premium tree. First thoughts on this, the cost is just extremely high. We're talking not just a AAA game being released today, but a AAA game and a couple of smaller games as well. That's a lot of bread to invest in what is effectively one aircraft in the game. Otherwise, it's an interesting aircraft. There's not going to be a tech tree equivalent right off the bat, at least. They've confirmed that there will not be one, at least in this patch. It feels like a reach, is what I'm trying to say. Now, maybe you think it's worth it. I personally am not. I'm not really thinking it's worth it. Certainly not for me. I've got my American tree nearly all the way up there. So grinding the new rank 8s will just be an exercise in playing those rank 7 aircraft for me. So not worth it to me, but maybe if you're low in your tree and you just really want to move up in a hurry, this might be a good aircraft for you, especially with the huge amounts of ordnance that come on. That said, $70 is a lot of bucks. Seems like that's going to be hard to justify for most people. But you let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up, by the way, if you enjoyed this video so far. We still got a little more to go, so let's keep on trucking. With the addition of Rank 8 Aviation, full 4th generation jets and equivalents will be joining War Thunder. In addition, almost every gaming nation will receive a rank 7 premium to boost the progress into the new lofty top tiers. This suggests that nearly all nations will get rank 8 tech tree aircraft. So start thinking hard about the vehicles you think might qualify for your favorite nation. So obviously, this means there's going to be some nation that's not going to get it. I don't know which one or ones that might be, but most of the nations are going to get some top tier aircraft. This is kind of we're finally getting past that gap spot where the U.S. and Russia were basically the only ones fielding aircraft and designs to a certain extent. Obviously, I'm oversimplifying that. Don't scream at me in the comments. But they were the two major players, and those planes ended up being in every nation. We're getting into the area where more of other nations have been fielding options that went into those generations. So let me know what you're thinking of, what you're expecting, what you're hoping to see in the comments. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and let me know in particular, is it worth it for a $70 premium? Thanks very much for joining me today. We'll see you in War Thunder.